Hello my YouTube workout buddies and welcome to this week's workout. So today I have something pretty different for you. It's a two-part workout, two separate videos, so you can mix and match. But a lot of you guys have been asking me that you want to see more of my weightlifting, more of my strength workouts, because that's what I've been focusing on predominantly for the last year or so, not so much HIIT, right? I'm only doing HIIT like once a week. So I want to share a back and shoulder workout with you that I would typically do at the gym. However, I modified it so that I could do it at home because I don't have anyone to film me at the gym. It's super awkward to take good film at the gym when I'm by myself just with my phone. It's impossible. So I came up with this workout that I would typically do at the gym, but I modified it so that we can do it at home together. But actually this isn't going to be a follow along workout. I'm just going to be showing you the circuits that we're going to be doing, and then you're going to write it down or whatever, take a screenshot and do it on your own. And then the second part of this workout is going to be the 10-ish minute HIIT cardio finisher that goes with the first part of this workout. So this workout, like I said, we're focusing on shoulders, back, and core. For the strength portion of it, and also for the HIIT finisher, which is in a separate video, which is uploaded right now. I uploaded them at the same time. That you can do after this workout, or if you don't have some of the equipment that you need for this workout, you can do one of my other upper body workouts and then finish it up with that finisher, or you could just do a completely unrelated workout, use the finisher. You could just do the finisher by itself. You could just do this video by itself. You don't need to do the finisher. But that's an option. I designed it so that you could do this part of the workout and then do the HIIT cardio finisher after. All right, so what you're gonna need for this workout is a couple things. You're gonna need a pull-up bar that you can put in your doorway, one of those doorway pull-up bars. You're gonna need some resistance bands. I'm gonna be using this long loop one here, this purple one. I'm gonna be using this purple one for both of the exercises that I use a resistance band for. And you'll also need, this is where we get creative, you'll also need a broomstick or some sort of stick. We're gonna be rigging up a lat pull down, press down type machine thing. And then you'll also need a set of dumbbells of varying weights. Mine are adjustable, so you'll have a couple different sets of dumbbells, and that is all you need. So pull-up bar, broomstick, resistance bands, and dumbbells. That's what you're gonna need, and let's get started. All right, you guys, so before we begin the actual workout, we're gonna start with some stretching and some mobility and activation. And here I'm stretching out my chest because my chest is quite tight, my pecs are tight, and I noticed that when I do a chest stretch before my actual back workout, I have a better mobility and a better range of motion. So that's why I'm starting with this chest stretch, and I'm doing about 30 to 60 seconds per side. All right, moving on to resistance band shoulder circumductions. Don't hit yourself in the head like I just did. But basically what you're gonna do is hold the resistance band pretty wide. You're gonna slightly be spreading the band apart while you lift and lower the band. So you're gonna move the band from the front of your body to the back of your body, going through the entire range of motion of your shoulders. And like I said, pulling that band apart slightly. And you're going to want to go for 10 reps. Now every time you move the band back and then forward again, that is 1 rep. Oh, and I forgot to mention that everything that I am showing you here, the entire workout, sets, reps, etc., will all be listed in the description box below this video. All right, moving on to the resistance band pull apart, and I normally do this exercise on the ground. However, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be showing you standing up. So what you're going to do is grab the resistance band, and with your arms straight, basically you want your arms locked out. You don't want any bend in your elbow. You're just going to use the muscles of your rear delts and the upper mid sort of back area to pull that band apart. Now, very important, on the way back up, you want to really want to control that band. So you don't want to just like pull it apart and then relax and let the band pull your arms back up. No, you want to pull it apart and then resist the band on the way back as well, really keeping that mind muscle connection with your rear delts and your upper back. You're going to do about 10 to 12 slow and controlled reps of this exercise before moving on. And this exercise and the next exercise are just excellent posture correcting exercises. So this one is wall slides. And what you're going to do for this is bring your back close to the wall so that there's really no gap between your back and the wall. And what you're going to do is just simply lift your arms, slide them up against the wall, maintaining contact between your arms, all points of your arms and the wall. And at the same time, don't let your back come away from the wall. Now, when you start doing this, you might notice that you aren't able to get your arms straight all the way up while still touching the wall, because I actually still can't get my arms all the way straight, and my elbows come away from the wall just a little bit, but it's definitely improving. The more you do this exercise, the stronger and more mobile you will become at it. Okay, so now we're moving on to banded face pulls. And if you're doing this in the gym, you can totally use a cable machine, one of those rope attachments, use that instead. And again, this is an exercise to mobilize the shoulder and wake up the rear delts and strengthen the rotator cuff. And for this exercise, we're going to go a bit higher up. You're going to go for about, with the band, I would say about 15 to 20 reps. If you're doing it at the gym with a cable machine, you could go for a slightly lower reps, maybe 12 to 16 or so. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the actual workout. This is circuit number 1, and we've got 3 exercises, and we're going to do 3 rounds of these exercises. So the first exercise is pull-ups, and I'm not super strong at pull-ups yet. I can usually only get like 2 to 4 reps at a time. So I always like to just do one set of unassisted, unbanded pull-ups at the beginning, and then I like to do several sets of banded pull-ups after that. So on the last rep, what you can see here is I'm lowering down as slow as I can. If you can't do any unassisted pull-ups, you could always do one set of controlled negatives. So what you would do is basically jump up to the top position of a pull-up and then lower yourself down as slowly as possible. But okay, so for this day, I did one set of unassisted pull-ups, and then I did 2 additional sets of banded pull-ups. And I chose a band that would allow me to do around 6 to 8 reps. So that's the rep range I'm going for, and that's what I would recommend basically to increase your strength as well. Okay, for the next 2 exercises, you're going to need to find something where you can basically hook your band on or secure your band so that it doesn't like fall off. And you could use your chin-up bar, but my chin-up bar isn't very stable, so I'm using this like hook on my window. Okay, so the next exercise is this single arm lat pull down. Now, I normally actually do this exercise as one of the pre-activation exercises before pull-ups, but it's also an excellent exercise just for your back, like during your workout as well. So you're basically doing a lat pull down, but just with one arm. And as you can see, I've got my hand there. I like to put my hand on the area of my body that I'm really trying to focus on. It really just helps that mind-muscle connection for me. And so what you're going to do is you're going to kneel, you're going to brace your core, you're going to have your shoulder blades down and back, and you're going to have your arm basically lined up with your body like from a side view, and you're just going to bring that arm in on a diagonal and bring your elbow kind of close to your body, just really focusing on your lats. This is a really great exercise because I've noticed that my lats are kind of unresponsive the same way that my glutes were. I didn't really develop a good mind-muscle connection with my lats in the past. And so doing these kind of like pre-activation and also like targeted lat exercises has really helped me build that mind-muscle connection with my lats the same way that I did with my glutes. Okay, so next up we're doing another amazing exercise that Denise taught me, and this is called the lat press down. At the gym, I usually do this one with the wide handlebar. I don't know what it's called. You guys know what it's called. That wide handle, whatever. But here I'm just using the cable with the broomstick, obviously. And what you're going to do here is you're going to have a sort of a split stance. You're going to lean forward with your torso around 45 degrees. So you're not going to be standing up straight. You're leaning forward, and I'll show you another shot from the side in a second. And then what you're going to do is with your lats, you're just going to bring that broomstick down, keeping your arms very straight. Lock those arms out. Bring the broomstick down so that it touches your thigh. I can really feel my lats firing in this exercise more than just like a regular lat pull down. So this exercise and the one I just showed you, the single arm lat pull down, are two of my favorite exercises really for building that mind-muscle connection with your lats. And for this exercise, you're going to go for about 12 reps. All right, moving on to circuit number 2, which is going to be shoulder focused. So the first exercise in this circuit is going to be a combo move of a front raise and a lateral raise. And each time you go do a front raise and one lateral raise, that is 1 rep, you're going to do a total of 8 reps. And for this exercise, you just want to make sure that your spine is neutral, your rib cage is down, your core is engaged, and you're not lifting those weights higher than about shoulder level. Okay, the next exercise that we're going to be doing in this shoulder circuit is going to focus on rear delts, and this is a rear delt fly. So what you're going to do is brace your core, bend over, around 45 degrees, flat back, neutral spine, and you're going to want to use pretty light weights. Like I usually use 5 pounds or a little bit heavier, but this is a challenging exercise for your rear delts. Like you're not going to need a heavy weight. So you're just going to bend over and just fly those weights back and keep your arms in a sort of W position. Your arms are going to be bent and they kind of like make this W shape, and just really focusing on those rear delts. Exercise number 3 in our shoulder circuit is going to be a kneeling overhead press. So you're going to kneel on the ground, brace your core, rib cage down, neutral spine, all that jazz, and you're just going to press that weight up and lower it with control. And we're going for 12 reps. All right, exercise number 3 is going to have a full body / core focus. And the first exercise we are doing is manmakers. You guys know I love manmakers, one of my favorite exercises. So for manmakers, what you're going to do is start out with the dumbbells, place them on the ground, hop back into a plank. And while you're hopping into that plank, make sure your core is stable. You're squeezing your core, squeezing your glutes. Then you're going to do 1 push-up followed by 1 row, followed by another push-up, and then rowing on the other hand. And stand up, curl those weights up and press them overhead. And that is 1 rep, and we're doing 5 reps. Okay, second exercise in the core circuit, you're going to need the pull-up bar again because we're doing some hanging knee raises. So for this exercise, you want to tilt your pelvis forward a little bit. So make sure you're in a kind of a posterior pelvic tilt. And then you're just going to bring those knees up towards your chest as high as you can. And trust me, this is a very challenging exercise. Don't be discouraged if you can only do a few. Keep at it. You'll get stronger much faster. But you're going to go for about 10 to 12 reps of this exercise. Okay, for the next exercise, which is called hollow body hold, you're going to get on the ground and you're going to lift your arms, your legs, your head, and your chest off the ground while constantly maintaining contact between your low back and the floor. If you notice that your low back comes off the floor, you got to make it easier by lifting your legs up or just taking a rest. If you notice that your low back starts to move away from the floor, it means you're not strong enough to hold the position, so just take a rest. Don't hold the position with your low back arched off the floor. So you're going to want to hold that for as long as you can, around 30 to 60 seconds. And then you're going to move on to the arch body hold, which is basically just working the back of the body, and you're just gonna lift your arms and your legs and your chest off the ground again, maintaining constant tension in the entire posterior chain. There should be tension from the tip of your toes to your fingertips. And again, you want to hold this for 30 to 60 seconds. I find this one slightly easier than the hollow body hold. All right, you guys, that is it for this workout. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you try this workout, leave me a comment in the comment section letting me know what you thought of it. And if you'd like more videos like this where I kind of take you through one of my strength training workouts without actually doing the workout at the same time with you, you know, like I can do that with the HIIT workouts, but with weightlifting workouts, it's not really possible. So if you also like videos like this, where I kind of give you the breakdown and the sets and reps and you do it by yourself, just let me know and I will try to make more of them in the future. But for now, that is it for this video and I will see you in the next workout. Bye.